Do you know how electricity actually works inside your home? Every time you press a power button, charge your phone, or flip a light switch, everything comes to life instantly. But have you ever stopped to think about what really happens in that exact moment? The electricity powering your home doesn't start inside your walls. It begins miles away at a massive power plant and travels through giant transmission towers, powerful transformers, and an enormous network of hidden wires, all in less than a second. So, how does electricity make that incredible journey so fast without getting lost or damaging your appliances? Let's follow its path from the very beginning. It all starts at a power plant. No matter whether the plant burns coal, natural gas, uses flowing water, powerful winds, or even nuclear energy, they all have one thing in common: a giant spinning turbine. As the turbine spins, it turns an even bigger machine called a generator. And that's where electricity is created. But here's something surprising. The electricity generated here is not sent directly to your house. Why? Because if it traveled long distances at a low voltage, a huge amount of energy would be wasted as heat before it ever reached your home. So engineers came up with a brilliant solution. Instead of sending electricity at normal household voltage, they increase its voltage to an incredibly high level. The moment electricity reaches your house, it doesn't flow randomly through every wire. Instead, it enters through a cable called the service drop. If your neighborhood uses underground power lines, the cable comes up from below instead of from a utility pole. The first stop is your electric meter. This small device keeps track of exactly how much electricity your home uses every second. At the end of the month, your power company reads this information to calculate your electricity bill. But the meter isn't the brain of your home's electrical system. Right behind it is something even more important: the electrical panel, also known as the breaker box. Think of it as the command center of your entire house. The electricity entering your home doesn't travel through one single wire to everything. Instead, inside the breaker panel, it's divided into multiple separate circuits. Each circuit has a specific job. One circuit may power your bedroom lights. Another powers your kitchen outlets. Others supply electricity to your living room, bathroom, or garage. Large appliances like your air conditioner, electric oven, or water heater usually have their own dedicated circuits because they need much more power than a phone charger or a lamp. But here's something interesting. Every one of these circuits has its own bodyguard. It's called a circuit breaker. Imagine someone suddenly plugs in too many powerful appliances at once. The wires begin carrying more electricity than they're designed to handle. Without protection, they could overheat and even start a fire. That's exactly why circuit breakers exist. The instant they detect too much current, they automatically shut off the electricity before the wires become dangerous. In other words, they're constantly protecting your home even when you don't realize it. From the breaker panel, electricity travels through dozens of hidden wires running behind your walls, above your ceiling, and beneath your floors. Eventually, those wires reach to devices you use every day: outlets and switches. An outlet is simply a connection point where electricity is available. For devices like your TV, laptop, phone charger, refrigerator, or microwave, a switch works a little differently. It doesn't create electricity. It simply opens or closes the electrical path. When you flip a light switch on, you complete the circuit, allowing electricity to flow to the light bulb. Flip it OFF, and that path is instantly broken, stopping the flow of electricity. That's why the light responds almost immediately. But there's one final wire that most people never think about: the ground wire. Unlike the other wires, it doesn't normally carry electricity. Its only purpose is safety.